basketballs, only to get fired the following week. Gunshots ring out at the local park. Police chief shows us it's just the youth playing sports. Streets overrun with homeless camps, addicts shooting up in plain sight. Politicians demanding the rich pay for their policies that failed overnight. Racism and discrimination is all the news has to say, except that tomorrow is gonna be cloudy with a chance of rain. Tune out the news, walk out your door, turn the corner and walk a little more. What do you find there? What do you see? Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? It's never easy going against the flow. They'll call you a rebel for simply speaking your mind. You'll be labeled public enemy number one because you dared to rock the boat. Popular opinion demands that you bend the knee and submit to the latest thing held sacred by modern society. But I was never one to really care for the opinions of others. I've always walked my own ways and spoken my mind without regret. I've always been one to ask questions that challenge the cause. I'll tell you a secret, so let's keep this between me and you. I used to be angry at the world, and in a way I still am. I didn't understand how the system worked. Get the better of me more than I care to admit. I make my share of mistakes, so I know I will never live down. But I learned a little lesson that I hope I can pass on to you. Nothing really ever changes, because the punchline to that age-old joke is always the same. So stop bending the knee to some ideology that you don't believe in, and start asking why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? It's never easy going against the flow. They call you a rebel for simply speaking your mind. You'll be labeled public enemy number one because you dared to rock the boat. Popular opinion demands that you bend the knee and submit to the latest thing held sacred by modern society. But I was never one to really care for the opinions of others. I've always walked my own ways and spoken my mind without regret. I've always been one to ask questions that challenge the cause. I live by a series of simple philosophies, nothing complicated at first glance, but deeper than an ocean once you dive in. Life's the greatest joke ever told, and it will kill you quicker than you can blink. So try to live without regrets. There's nothing in this world worth more than your own time, so bargain it away, well, because you will never get it back. You want equality of outcomes, you want to make the world better. I say you start at home, I say start cleaning your room, start calling your mother. How can you complete the labors of Hercules if you haven't solved the Gordian knot? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to?
Oh crap, I've been muted all this time. Oh, sayo everyone! How y'all doing again? Let's do this a second time. I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to Space Engineers 2. To let y'all know, still got a... Yeah, I think I'll say it. Because sometimes I gotta think about cursing or not, but I've got a fucking migraine. So there is a mod I want to throw in here that I know works. I didn't wake up until maybe about like 30 minutes ago, so forgive me for how everything is. I could not see the shadows or the sun in the room or in the trees outside because it's all clouded over, so... Believe it or not, I'm able to tell the time of day a lot better by just the positioning of the sun and shadows than actual digital clock, analog clock. But yeah, I will not be streaming this what was it again? This 14th? Because I have a neurology appointment right around 2. But it's just here in town, but I usually don't stream on days like that because they want you there 15 minutes early. You're going to be there for at least an hour in the waiting room. That's not counting the time back in the actual exam room, which you're spending. I've got a part of the song, a social niceties dedicated to that. 4-hour wait for a minute chat. So, what are we doing today? Today I am doing a little something called testing the Pistons, Rotors, and Hinges. And I'm also going to get rid of this. And exchange it for my favorite cockpit so far. And it's going to have to be a little bit up off the ground. Because this one actually allows me to see a lot better instead of the dash coming up to right here. And that actually looks like more like a rover than using the buggy cockpit. But yeah, today I'm cheating with the debug menu. So I want here. Well, in a way, yeah. So I built. So there's no way to actually just rotate it once it's like this to rotate it off center. Because I have always used a oh well. Well, yeah, well we could do this as a test. But what I want to do is because from my testing last night, which I didn't go to bed until like 7 in the morning because of this fucking migraine. Okay, let's put this about right here. Battery. And let's go with a medium cargo, because there's still small cargo, medium cargo, and large cargo. There's still different sizes, but it's all on the grid system. And this fits perfectly into our large blocks, even though it's... Because right now we have a small and large. We have no medium blocks. I would like a medium block. Yeah, let's put it right there. Okay, control. I would actually have thought the that pad would have been in there. Tools. No. No, actually, I will need the drill. Don't need the welder or grinder. Oh, really now? Recharge. Won't be needing that. Production, we won't be needing any of that. Movement. Gravity gin gyroscopes. Ion. I'll put that. I'll leave. I'm going to be testing out the wheels. Get rid of this. Rotor. Piston. Hinge. Clang. All hell! Since 2x2. And I want the slice. I can't wait for the conveyor sorters to wait a minute. There's actually sizes down here. This is small, medium, large, extra large. I'm gonna need lights. I'm going to use the turbines. I'm not going to do the reactor because that's just pushing it. Decor. Barrels, sink, shower, seat. Would like the seat to actually sit down and provide you power. Creative tools. Voxel hands. Tray terminal, no. Control. Communication. Well, no. Let's put an antenna on this. I would actually thought the control panel would be in control. And the button. So, what I am going to do for starts is hinge. Good, it already starts down at 0. You don't have to figure out where 0 is when placing the large one, because it starts off at 0. Problem is, let's have a look here. Is there any indicator to tell you which side when you're placing it? And no freebie materials. See, there's an indent there. There's an indent there. No, there is no... Because if I do this... There is no way to tell which side you're placing down, besides trial and error. Okay, so I actually want to... What do you mean I can't? Oh yeah, because of that. I'm gonna bring this off. No. And I'm going to create a power tower. Am I still muted? No, I'm not muted. Y'all are probably going, mute him again! He talks too much! We can't enjoy the video game. And I found the higher you, the higher you go, the better power you get. Or at least the faster it spins. I don't know if it gets more power or not. But the faster it spins, and I like it going spinny spinny. And I'm using the conveyors because it actually looks pretty good. You know, I could be doing this with the large. Hopefully I don't screw up like the first time I went to delete something on this. That's good enough. Especially for the larges. Look, I got an egg beater! You want to know what? I'm going to move that. And by the way, just if I had removed this before putting these down, it would have created two separate grids. Yeah, the separate grid, our separate grid problem is back, folks. Okay, there we go. Time until full. Okay, I'll just leave it on auto. Hello, auto. Okay, so automatically I want to name the hinge. Start getting into the practice right now, folks, of naming your blocks. Anchor. Just get into the habit of it. Let's bring this down to right there. Reverse velocity and one's good enough for right now. I will say I think we will be drilling into the rock face here because of the way I'm doing this. So, what I want to do again is okay, good. Not good. Because that's not exactly what I had in mind. Dagnabbit, curved. I would like to test something. Let's go 180. Because I don't think the hinges are entirely piped. Or is it the pistons that aren't piped? Okay, drill. I want to mine. Anchor goes to Basically, the minimum level is that. Set this to 0.2 and reverse. Yeah, I know I'm going to destroy this, but I actually had plans of making it so I can get a rover down in here and make this an entire mine complex. Just like have one entrance and spread out towards the sources. The question is, though, will it do the same bullshit that it did to me in my test yesterday, or... Okay. So 2 seems to be okay. But it's getting hung up right here. And remember, I didn't change any of the values besides the angle and the speed. Reverse. And this should all be at 0.2 meters a second. There is no cargo. Yep. Just as I thought. The hinges are not pass-through. You cannot use them as drills. You cannot use them as conveyors. The new blocks do not have a conveyor support. Because right now we have the drill. The drill in the control panel is its own separate grid. Which it actually shouldn't be. As a matter of fact, I don't understand why these are regarded as subgrids when they should just be their own grid. But I cannot access... There's this... And then there's this other grid which I cannot access. Come down to drill, there is no way for me to access. Well, there's no way to pull inventory out through the control panel. The cargo... So you're still going to be hand offloading. In a way, still hand mining. Oh, excuse me, coffee's coming back. With a vengeance. So that was about 568 or hinge reverse. Select the song. Lock. Reverse. Engage. And we've got plenty of power. Not only do we have these pre-charged batteries which we threw down, which I don't think should be a thing when you create a battery pack, that it should already have a charge to it, but we're running it. We got like this. We've got a current input. We've got quite a bit of input. Megawatts. It gets to there and stops. What if I put it down to 0? It stops. Why does it stop? It's because of the drill. Apparently, the drill head cannot really clear itself out. Which, for a little bit, the drill head does not go back as far as you think it would. So we'll put it right there. Drill, mine, reverse. I wonder if I can... But 0.2 seems to be a good enough speed. Ooh, spinny, I approve. Thing should spin. Ooh. Why am I doing it that way when I got... Well, it got further. And I can actually access it just from the buttons. Okay, that's a kind of 2000. So I found out that about 4 of these conveyor slices will allow you, well, would have allowed me. Nah, maybe not so much. Okay, so that actually... made way for what I wanted. So I am going to probably do... I'm going to try to see 80 for right now. and rearrange how I'm sitting. Fly to the relay station. Yeah. We will do that in our own sweet time. Because the one I'm... This may be less than 80 degrees, but right now I just need to make way. I think I want to turn nature into a parking lot. Horse. Just enough to get rolling a little bit, but not enough to keep going. Nope, I want it. Okay, that's 80 degrees. Nope, not what I want. Because I'm used to it being the other way. That's anchor. This is hinge. Not bottom, base. It's all about a bass, about a bass. Oh, I didn't set a velocity. Base. Middle. 90. Fine, I'll do it right here. 0.2. Head 0.2. Nope, 0.2. Freak. It went in negatives when I did not say negative. Actually, I could just... Maybe I want to keep that middle for right now. No. Snake. That's smooth. And yes, it is kind of important to have it at this slow of speed, folks. Especially when we're doing the drill. And I gotta sneeze, folks. Ow. 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 I apologize for that, folks. You did not want to hear me screaming and yelling like a little girl. Or even like a man, which actually sounds like a little girl. That hurt like hell. Yes, believe it or not, for me, sneezing actually hurts. Ooh, lights. Oh, wait, that is at... I was going to say, that's at absolute 90, isn't it? Okay, no, it's not. I was going to say I could attach it there right now, but I can't. I could attach another head right there to make it go up and down, but... That's just a bit convoluted, don't you think? I think I'm going to do that. And I am going to... And I'm also going to... Because believe it or not, if you put a control panel on one of these, like that, you can actually do that. You could put a control panel on that, and right here, go 90. Reverse polarity. Say, why is it going down? Take that! No, actually, this is going to be... wrist. No, actually, this is going to be wrist. Start thinking about it like like an arm. Wrist, elbow. Middle. Shoulder. Okay. Not bad for a large grid. And let's go back to frickin' top chat. Okay. Reverse. 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 See, this one I shouldn't have much problem with. Okay, so if I'm bringing this back down... .2. And it gets stuck on itself right there. But it doesn't have enough power to come back up. Which is weird. Actually, and I need to set the angle on the wrist again. Actually, I wonder. Anchor. Set angular velocity. Set torque. Angular velocity is 2. Not button panel. Let's go at about 2. Nope. Enable limits. Oh yeah. Come on. Fine, we'll go this way. Fine, 3. Dang nabbit, I hit exit. Two's not good. I mean, 3's not good. There we go. Just keep a running tally of... that's too fast. Oh, I see. Reverse. Because I can do a reverse. No, you fool! Still stuck at that angle of degree. Fine, we'll go to the other shoulder. Not enough velocity. You full of a took! Transformers. More than meets the eye. Transformers. Robots in disguise. Are we listic? We're at 80. Oh, we need positive on that. Okay. Like, are we listic? Hmm. I think something's up, like these are only one-use buttons. Okay. Wrist. Elbow. Middle. Shoulder. Don't ask me what the hell I'm doing, I have no idea. I'm just having fun with Transformers. And really noticing that there is no conveyor system through the hinges. I made a mess. As I'm prone to do. But I'm having fun. How about y'all? Are y'all having fun? Now if I reverse this... That shit immediately went zoom. I see a little problem. I see a problem. Doom voxel. Here's another thing. There's really no way I can repair this. Repair the wrist. So now I get to doing what I really want to do. Well, not really want to do, but fooling around a bit more. See that? Yeah, that's about that far out. Now, since that's gone, Yee. Wonder how much I got out of that. 1K. I just needed enough to do what I want to do. I just need an area cleared. So now I am going to straighten this. Nope, 90. Remember, you got to hit that enter. Hit the 90. 90. Okay, that's holding. Now I'm going to reverse this. I want to put a piston on. And I'm going to put a drill on. Reverse velocity of 0 is 0, you know. Actually, it's a depends on what kind of 0. Are we talking about neutral 0, negative 0? Okay. Mine. Okay, so moving on over. Let's see. This ain't gonna help me one bit for what I wanna do. I know, I just deleted all the... Which I didn't have to do. I just realized. Fudge. Anchor. That's 80 degrees. Reverse velocity. Come back down. No, seriously. When I hit the button, I want you to come back down. Shoulder. And when I hit enter, I don't want to confirm. Shoulder velocity 1. shoulder. Middle. No, seriously, reverse velocity. Shoulder is 1. Reverse velocity. Shoulder is not reversing velocity, folks. So the reverse velocity is not working. So you're going to have to set angular velocity to... Keep wanting to hit exit. Now I want to hit control on this to set the RPM value. Not shoulder, middle. Because this RPM is kind of important. For what I want to do. So the reverse velocity button function on these buttons are busted as hell. Especially if you want to immediately reverse, just like stop it, stop it, stop it, it won't stop. Elbow. Set control to motor tau dampening. Where is the dampening in tau? I don't even understand the dampening in tau, because those aren't listed. Okay. Yeah, I want an indicator on these. And I want precise control over the velocity as well. Okay, that's that. I think I'm gonna put the rotor here. Wrong way. Round? Why is it always already spinning? I do not want it to spin already. I don't want it to spin. Why is it spinning? Well, there goes that idea. I need some braking torque. Yeah, these motors, hinges, pistons, and everything, rotors, hinges, and pistons, they need braking torque. Coffee. And why do I slide on these? I got mag boots. Dampening towel. These aren't on there, and I have no idea what they mean. Piston force, velocity. Sorry, those aren't on there. That netted us 7 in a sweep. And I think I'm going to collect, because we're going to be doing this. We're diggy diggy hole. We're tick-tock drill-a-clock. Because we're going to be testing this. We are testing. I do like the little control panels where I could just put it on this and I can access the individual parts now. But otherwise, I couldn't put it on this. This would have already came with its own. Maybe the reverse velocity can be a little bit different. That's negative, that's positive. And that is the wrist. So that would be the opposite of this. By the way, we got about 10 minutes until quitting time, folks. Not netted as about 130. Zero to 80, that's negative 12. And that was elbow. But the thing is, it needs to have an upper limit of 90. Would have made them a lot more sense if I had done these in the all in the right order, but I didn't. Because I'm thinking going back and forth instead of just sweeping it from one side to the next. And this one, so technically there is no back and forth. Oh, that dark. Let's see, what did that net us? Oh, and I need to put a light here too. About 470. And this probably needs 90 as well. This is middle. What is the middle? Is negative 12. Oh, folks, we got a cinnamon to get us out. So I'm going to save it. Cuz we got a cinnamon. Cinnamon, do you want to say goodbye to the Pepples? Come on. Come on. People, we have a cinnamon. We have a cinnamon. Your breath kind of stinks. We have a cinnamon, folks. She's ushering y'all out. How's your eyes doing? Yeah, they're doing pretty good. We have a cinnamon attack, folks. Doing the nibblies on my beard. So how's you doing, you little furball, you little shit? Not barking so much today, have you been? You been annoying Dad? Hmm? Keeping an eye out for strangers? The mailman? Hmm? She loves getting the mailman. She loves trying to get the anybody that comes up on the porch, especially the delivery people. Oh, that's that. They say dogs can't smile, but dogs can smile. Oh, yeah, and she's doing it right now. Do 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 do. Nothing but a fur ball. Come on, let's move over here, shall we? There we go. Yeah, just a good puppers, just a good puppers. Such a good puppy. How you doing? Oh, she wants the belly rubs. So good. When she wants attention, she wants attention. There's no denying her attention. So yeah, this is a pretty good way to end the stream, isn't it? Just puppy. Just lots and lots of puppers. No, you don't want chest done right now, huh? You want tummy? You want tummy? Your bladder stone's bothering you, huh? No? Now you want chest done? Hmm? Can you give me paw? Let me mess around with your paw. No, no, no. No, That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. Such a good girl. One of the this is probably one of the smartest dogs I've ever had. Except for my Chihuahua Mia. And boy, was she intelligent as hell. Swore she could read. Caught Mia several times just laying there when I used to lay on the floor and read. Just laying, taking up my spot and actually looking at my books. Which didn't have pictures in them either, so swear there was something up with that dog. Apologies for no gameplay, but doggo time. What, you got knots? Yeah, I need to clip that, don't I? Yeah, right in there. Right in there. Yeah. No head pats. No head pats. Do the rough in the belly, huh? In the chest. And get those thighs, huh? The ooh, right there, right there, right there, right there. Ooh, right there, huh? Right there. Oh, I need to close out the stream, pup. I need to close out the stream. You gonna allow me to do that? Or you not gonna allow me to do that? You make things feel better. So you gonna let me close the stream out? No, you're not gonna let me close it out? You're gonna let the world see how adorable you are? Well, folks, the stream's over. And Cinnamon, she's refusing to get out of my lap, so no, she actually may be now. There you go. You can get down if you want. Uh, no, she wants booty. She wants booty scratches. Oh, folks, this is the end of the stream. Thanks for tuning in, but stream's over with. Do it. Excuse me. Do what you normally do, because I know I will be. And until next time, point into the rain if you don't have to. Catch you on the bounce. Later.